What's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So Trevor Ariza said the reason why the 2021-22 Lakers didn't work because they were old. And I do agree, they were old. LeBron was old, Melo was old, Trevor Ariza was old, Dwight Howard was old. They had a team of old men, basically. And I blame LeBron for this because when Melo was out the league, needed a job, was 2-3 years younger, LeBron could have brought him in. But LeBron ignored him. I thought he was washed. Imagine this is supposed to be your banana boat brother. And he didn't even believe in you. He thought Melo was washed. And Dame Lillard brought Melo to Portland. Melo balled out, showed he still had game, which we all knew he did. If you're a Melo fan, you follow the game, you know Melo wasn't washed. But the media, they try to blackball him. Damian Lillard brought him back. The man resurrected himself. And then 3 years later, 3 seasons later, LeBron is trying to bring him in. And he did his job. Melo was a beast. He did his job. His job was to stand on the perimeter, catch and shoot. And he did that at a high clip. He started off the season shooting over 40. Eventually, came back down to like 37, 38. But he did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. The issue was Anthony Davis got hurt. And then LeBron decided, you know what? I don't care about making it to the playoff anymore because he's thinking we can't win anyway. So he started chasing Kareem, basically. LeBron threw the season in the garbage and started chasing Kareem. That's what he did. You know what? I don't think we're going to make any noise in the playoff anyway. I'm just going to throw this season in the trash can and started stat padding, trying to chase Kareem. That's what he did. He was stat padding that whole time, trying to catch Kareem for the following season. And wasted Carmelo's last season, his last year before he retired. And this shit is sad, man. And that's the difference between LeBron and Kobe. If that was Kobe, guess what? Kobe don't care. He's going to we're going to make the playoff and we're going to go from there. Kobe would not have thrown in the towel and quit. Kobe definitely is not going to quit. But LeBron quit, threw in the towel, wasted Carmelo's last season. On top of that, Carmelo was balling out so well that they started low-key hating on him. They wouldn't pass him the ball. There's games he's hot. He'll hit a few threes. He's on fire. And they would ignore him on some selfish shit. I've seen it watching the games. Dudes is ignoring Carmelo and the man is hot. Like, yo, this man is hot tonight. And they would just, we got to get ours. We're not going to feed a hot hand. But if it's anybody else, LeBron will feed him the ball. He'll keep passing it. I've seen him low-key hate on Carmelo when he was in LA. I've seen it. But Trevor Ariza, he's right. They were old. And this is all LeBron's fault. Because he could have brought in Melo earlier. He shouldn't have broken up the team that won the championship in the bubble. They sent Dwight Howard packing. They sent JaVale McGee packing. They got rid of Rondo. That don't even make sense. Try to compute that. You won a championship with a team, and then you basically shipped off most of the players to rebuild, and it wasn't broken. If something worked, why would you break that up? They could have possibly made it to another finals. Who knows? But LeBron broke that up because that's the way he is. That says a lot about him as a person. He's going to break the team up because he feels like we can't win. I mean, what great player, what so-called GOAT does that? I'm going to break the team up. We just won a championship a few months ago, and I'm going to break the team up because I don't feel like we could run it back again. Now, that's crazy. Kobe lost to Boston. KG and them boys tore his ass up. Pause. What did he do? He went back in the gym, got Paul Gasol in the gym. They came back and won back-to-back, almost three-peated. He didn't break the team up, trade this player, trade everybody. He didn't do that. And that's the difference between Kobe and LeBron. There's a difference. So this is what Trevor Ariza had to say. We were fucking old. You got all players that are like super vets. You can't ask Melo to go dive on the floor for a loose ball, or chase Anthony Edwards around for like 40 minutes. You're not going to get that out of him. You're not going to ask Dwight Howard to come off the bench and play 15 minutes when in his mind he can contribute more. You are not getting Braun off the court. That's never going to happen. When you have things like that and all those elements, it's hard to win. And he's correct. You have all these vets who are once superstars in their own rights. They have been in the game a long time. They are proven as far as, they've been great in their primes. And he's right. You can't really tell him much. Everybody has some kind of ego. Even though Melo accepted his role from when he was in Portland, he accepted his role, of course, but that's still Carmelo Anthony. And he's right. That's still Dwight Howard. So certain things you really can't say to them because these are veteran players, who's been down, been in the league a minute. So yeah, the Lakers, they were definitely old. Won't argue that. They were old. But they should have made the playoff. I didn't think they was going to win once AD went down, but they were good enough to make the playoff. But LeBron stopped playing team ball. He started playing selfish basketball. Go back and watch that entire season. LeBron played selfish basketball. He only cared about catching Kareem. He was playing selfish basketball, trying to stat pad the whole season. That's a big part of why they didn't make the playoff. I don't care if they made it and they got knocked out in the first round, whatever. But they should have made the playoff at least. How do you miss the playoff with Melo, Dwight Howard, Trevor Ariza, yourself, AD, which he went down, but, Malik Monk? The Lakers had a good enough team to at least make the playoff. At least make the playoff. But guess what? LeBron's focus was elsewhere. I need to catch Kareem, so I'm going to stat pad, play selfish basketball, build up my stats so next season I could break the record. And that was his mindset once AD went down. That was his mindset to begin with, but once AD went down, that went into overdrive. And you could see it. LeBron started stat padding. He averaged 30 that season because he was stat padding. He was playing selfish basketball. Hence why they missed the playoff. But nobody's going to talk about that. Nobody's going to talk about that. I know what I have seen because I watch the games. Melo is my favorite player. Carmelo Anthony is my favorite player. So I watch every single game that season. All the games. And I seen the bullshit. Melo did his role, played well. He did his role. He played well. Did what they asked of him. Even played good defense half the time. Melo was playing defense. Effort, blocks, swatting shots. He did his thing. Carmelo actually, you could tell he wanted to win. The man wanted to win. He tried. Everybody tried, but like I said, LeBron started playing selfish basketball because he was chasing Kareem's record, building up, prepping so the following season he could break the record, which he did. And he threw that season in the trash can, and that was Melo's last season. Till this day, I don't like the way Carmelo went out, man. That's not the way he should have went out. And you're telling me no team in the NBA had a roster spot for this man to come off the bench, give you 15 points, give you 15 minutes, play a catch and shoot role. Come on, man. With all these scrubs in the NBA, they had no spots for Melo? You know the bullshit. So here's the roster and the ages. Carmelo was 37. LeBron was 37. Dwight Howard was 36. Ariza was 36. Rajon Rondo was 35. Wayne Ellington, 34. Darren Collison, 34. DJ Augustin, 34. DeAndre Jordan, 33. Russell Westbrook, 33. Kent Bazemore, 32. Avery Bradley, 31. Anthony Davis, 28. Malik Monk, 23. Austin Reeves, 22. So as you can see, they had a pretty old team, and that's challenging. That is very challenging when you have such an old team. Funny enough, when Carmelo almost took the New York Knicks to the Western Conference Finals, it was a similar situation. That team had like 5 to 6 players over 35. They were old. And Melo dragged them to the second round. They went to Game 6 versus the Pacers, and they almost made the Western Conference Finals. So if Melo could do that, you're trying to tell me LeBron couldn't drag this team to at least the playoff? Come on, man. But they ain't going to talk about that. One thing I know I saw for a fact, LeBron was stat padding. Once AD went down, LeBron started stat padding. LeBron started stat padding. He no longer was trying to play team basketball. Hence why he averaged 30, because he was stat padding. He was building up, trying to climb the scoring list so he could surpass Kareem the following season, which he did. And Melo got left for dead the following season. Nobody picked him up, and he had to retire. And this shit is sad, man. When he needed LeBron the most, when they blackballed him, and LeBron is the most powerful player in the NBA. Matter of fact, the most powerful player in NBA history. And Melo's supposed to be one of your best friends, your banana boat brother, and you didn't pick him up when he needed help? And of course he's not going to ask you, but you telling me a prime Carmelo, he was at the tail end of his prime, but the man was like 33, 34. You telling me you couldn't have using Melo's services on the Lakers? Come on, man. That shit is a no-brainer. Honestly, I feel like LeBron probably didn't want Melo to win anything. Like, you know what? I want to win all the championships. I'm not going to bring him over here so he could possibly win with me. Nope. But I'll pick him up, though, when he's like 37. He's out of his prime. And I know more than likely we won't win anything. But you know what? It'll look good on me. That dude's a buster, man. LeBron is a buster. You got to call it what it is. I'm just keeping it real. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.